This dark paint may take, or this dark, yes, you can definitely paint over it twice. This darker wood is going to take a couple coats of paint. And you're going to be able to see here that it's not going to be super bright until you put your second coat on. It's just what we have in our world right now, you guys. We have access to very limited things, and wood is one of them. So we're still trying to get you good quality wood, and we can, but it may just look a little bit different and may take a little bit of extra coats of paint. This one is definitely going to take 2 coats, if not 3. You are excited. Did you miss the news? Okay, so here's what's going on. We are doing a giveaway for I'm going to draw 2 winners, and one of them, ooh, that is probably way too much paint. One of them is going to get this completed piece, and another person will get the peach kit from last month. If you sign up to be a member in this lovely subscription box group, which is so much fun. The ladies here can tell you it's so much fun. But if you register by midnight, you will get in that drawing, okay? So, and if you are here and you are a member, then make sure, if you have a friend that joins you, make sure that you tell them to put your name in the notes section when they check out, and you guys will get put in the drawing as well. Yeah, that's so awesome. You got last month's project done and it's hanging in your office. You guys, I loved last month's. I'm also going to show you this month's, or next month's. It is not painted yet, but I'm going to explain to you what it's going to look like so you guys know. And then I will have the completed piece done for you tomorrow. So we need to avoid getting paint on my shirt, although it would match. I mean, yeah, this is definitely going to take a couple coats of paint. I'm going to give you a tip though. I'm going to show you. If we mix a little bit of white with it, I know that may seem like it's going to make it pink, and it will, the first coat, but I'm going to show you. It's going to give, oh, Tracy, I got the belt. I got the belt and I upgraded the belt. I upgraded so it was a stronger belt. And so I had to replace 3 belts, and now all that's working, thank you, all that's working, but now it's not cutting through. So like if I wanted to cut out a piece like this, it's not cutting all the way through, and I don't know why, because I didn't change anything else. So, oh, the ruffled ribbon flags, that was so fun. Okay, so I just added a little bit of white to my red. You did not get white in your kit, but it's going to give a really good base coat coverage. And then I'm going to go back over it again with the actual true red. But this will help give it good coverage. Sometimes, you know, we are working, this dark wood is not my favorite, but it was literally all that was available when I went to go get wood. So I asked about the other wood, but they weren't going to get it in time for me to have time to cut them all and do all that. So, all right, so there we have a pretty good coat of white on our board. So now I'm going to use my regular red again. There we go. That's a brighter red. So someone will get this lovely completed piece. If you decide to join our subscription box tonight, I will put you in the drawing for this completed piece or a box from last month. So I will be giving both away. I will pick 2 winners. Okay, this is looking much better. If you wanted, you guys could put wooden beads on this and make this a door hanger. That would be another great idea. I didn't do that just because last month we had the tops and sides and fronts. This may also take 2 coats. I do 2 coats on almost everything. Just gives better coverage and it's going to last a little bit longer. Some of your wood has natural knots and yours is a very pretty blue. I love the blue one. Love the blue one. You made it, Kelly. Love, love, love the blue. So this came in a really pretty blue, which is a little bit different than the blue that we're using here, but I'm sure you can still use it in your decor. A red and then the silver. So pretty. All right, so we're gonna put 2 coats on this. It is definitely gonna take 2 coats. Unless you want it to be like stained. Ooh, I like that idea actually. Hold on, we might like that. So if you do 1 light coat, look, it looks like it's stained. I like that actually. I think I like that. I think I'll go ahead and paint it because the machine broke and then I was trying to deal with that. So it didn't happen, but they went out today. Okay, let's do a second coat on here. And then we're gonna let it dry really good. And our red is probably almost dry. The red should be almost dry. You haven't got your blue paint open yet. I probably could slow down some. I tend to go a little fast. Well, Jersey girl. Oh, how perfect for their husband's 4th of July birthday. A lot of people watch on the replay. So they watch tonight while I'm doing the live and they can chat with me and do all that. And then a lot of people go back and watch the replay. And that way you can pause it and stuff like that. Yes, the Blue Star Mother's Day. Yes, Mother's. I said Mother's Day. I knew what I meant. All right. Now remember, since the wood grain on my piece went up and down, see how the wood grain goes up and down? That's how you want your brush strokes to go, okay? Don't go left and right. You definitely want to make sure you go up and down. Now, for a piece like the USA cutout, we can do anyway on that. Just pick away and stay with it. But there is blue, or there is. Okay, we're going to take this now. You're tearing your paper backing off. We're going to take this now and eyeball it straight as you can. You can rub either side. It doesn't really matter what side you rub. And we are going to put this right here. This is where the sandpaper comes in because we're going to sand off all of the excess and overhang that we have on our stripe. We're going to press it down really good. You can take your little credit card again and do that. And then we're going to peel it away and we're just going to leave the white stripe, okay? Let's space these again, make sure I get them right. All right, so don't mess with that anymore at this point. Let's go to the next one. And I have already rubbed these beforehand, but they are wanting to be finicky. That one's pulling up the paper. There we go. If you can't get one side to work, just turn it over and try the other side. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what side you rub. Let's put this one here. Let's go ahead and lay them all down and then we'll peel them. And then we'll do this one here. Rub, rub, rub. This one's going to have a lot of overhang because we're just getting the bottom, like Texas and Florida. Oh my goodness. I hope y'all aren't having this issue. Listen, if you have an issue, pull the paper off. Okay? If you have an issue, pull the paper off and then just pull your sticker up. Because these, it's okay that we do that without the transfer paper on these. You do not want to do that with the stars or with the USA though. Just make sure you don't touch the middle of it. Okay, we'll put this one right there. Okay, so now we have a lot of overhang. Let's press it down. Let's go ahead and pull these off. So far, so good. I love hearing that. All right, now, just to make it a little bit easier to sand, you do have sandpaper, but I'm actually gonna cut some of this excess because it's just gonna be in my way if I don't. So we're just gonna cut. Now, when we go to sand, I want you to be very careful because I only want you to sand downwards. Make sure you get up here too, because we have some, where the Great Lakes is. This may take a little bit of maneuvering, waiting for yours to dry. Yeah, it does. It does take a little bit to dry, and these scissors are not good. Okay. I am going to cut my paper in half just so it's smaller and I can get into these more. So you can fold it both ways and then tear it. Now, here's where I said that you can only go down. If you go up, you're gonna peel all of your vinyl up. So you wanna just go up. So, or I'm sorry, you just want to go down. So you hold it up and go down like this. Look, it just sanded that off, okay? And it has a really good edge there. So again, sand down. Some of these are curved in quite a bit, so you may have to get your, kind of use the corner and get in there some. This makes perfect lines. We weren't using tape to try to make the lines pretty or anything and not have any, what's it called, bleeding. So these make perfect lines. This is probably gonna be one of the first projects I show you how to do is cut lines in your, with your Cricut. Yes, now you understand the coarser grit. This is like 220, I think. Or is this 100? I think this is 100. This is 100. I usually use 120. But yes, it's the coarser the grit sandpaper, it's just going to sand things. You don't want to use this sandpaper for finish work, okay? So if I was wanting to sand the top of this, this would probably be too rough. And so you would use something that has a higher number. The higher the number, the better, or the finer the sandpaper is. The higher the number, the finer the sandpaper is. Yeah, this is 100. And I don't think my paint was all the way dry either, because it's coming off of my sandpaper. This is going to be a little bit more tricky down here in this edge, but it's going to work. We're going to get it. Did you take the blue piece or the white piece off the stencil? The blue piece. Are you talking about when you lay it down? It's the blue piece. I can show you again when we do the stars. There we go. I have a couple pieces that I pushed down and adhered when I sanded them. So let me get those off of there. Now if they'll get off my hand. There we sanded those down good. Okay, there we go. Now let's do the rest. Up by your Great Lakes might be kind of tricky too. It might be kind of tricky. You are more than welcome to use these if you want to use these as stencil and then paint these white so you're not having to sand this. I'm just trying to show you a different technique. We've done that before, so I wanted to show you something a little bit different. Here's that one. Oh, we forget this one. Can't forget Florida. Florida is one of my favorite states to visit. You took the wrong side off. Will it work? Yes, it'll still work. Yes, it will, my friend. You can just pull the stripe off like I did for the last two and just place them on your own. All right, here it is so far. We've got clean edges, okay? So I got 3 more spots. Your Great Lakes don't have Michigan. I guess Michigan would be up here, wouldn't it? Ooh, I don't think I've been to Fort Walton Beach. We may have to add that to the bucket list. How do you get yours to come off? It won't come off the paper. So, hold on 1 second. So when you sand down, it may want to stick to the edge, which is fine. You could even wrap it around if you wanted to wrap the stripes around. I just didn't want to. So, what happened? That's why that's happening. Ta-da! Let's hope this one is good enough. Easy enough. Now I'm folding it like this a little bit to give it a rounded edge to get in here. Kind of helps it. There we go. Love, love any beach, you guys. I'm a beach girl. My friend Brooke from Refabbed, she was in Maine all week, and I sent her a message. I'm like, I'm going to Maine. Thank you. I love it. I love it. I was like, I'm going the first week of September. I need to know all the places to go. Okay. We finally got our stripes all sanded off. Let's throw them away. And pull a few at a time, but if you want to cut them apart, you can. So I'm going to lay them like this. We're going to lay it down. We're going to rub it. Okay, so we have one of them rubbed right there. And now I'm going to do the other one on this side. I would do the 2 edges first. If you want to measure, you can. But I would do the 2 edges first and then find your center, because it's going to be a lot easier to find the center when you have that. That's a great idea, Sherry. She said to do, let me just peel all this off because it's in my way. She was gonna do a little star like where she's from. So mine would be right in the middle of Kansas. Okay, so now we're gonna go up a little bit and we're gonna put it in between. If your paint is not dry, these will not stick, okay? Cape May is the oldest beach resort. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. So this is kind of how I'm laying it. 3 on the bottom, 2, and then I'll do my next layer 3, and then 2. Actually, I don't remember how many stars I gave you guys, but if you want to measure it out and mark it with a pencil first, you definitely can. I just eyeball everything. I don't think we are gonna drive. So you start at York and follow. Well, okay, so we're gonna have a car rental there. So yeah, we could definitely do that. You have to send me that in a message, Sherry. Okay, can you? I'll collect all the stuff and then I'll know when I'm planning. Okay, so I'm just pulling this up so my other 2 stars don't adhere, because I don't want them on there. Here we go. And then we'll put the last one at the top. You're gonna put another layer of paint. Yeah. You have 11. 1 strip. And I know I say we usually use 2, but this time we're just gonna use 1. And we're just gonna maneuver them within our bow to make each side. Okay, these, however, I am going to dovetail. See? So I fold them in half, and then you cut upwards on an angle. You just want the angle to be where the fold was. Easy way to finish bows, my friends, easy way. Am I going too fast? Okay, I'm so sorry, Pam. I'm so sorry. I tend to do that. Yes, I do tend to do that. How fun would it be for you guys to do and I think we're just gonna crisscross these, okay? It's gonna look fine, even though we have 1 bow of each, because they're gonna kind of circle around and make like a star. Robin, you can replay the tutorial as long as you want. Like, you can go back and watch tutorials from when we started 2 years ago. Yeah. So that's one of the cool things, is that you can, even if you don't have a box from one of the past tutorials, you can watch and learn painting techniques. So you would do Zoom as well. All right. You're gonna have to replay too. So the Zoom will help me see you guys better, and then I can slow down a little bit more because I can see where you guys are at. So I'm thinking that's a good idea. Because if you guys truly, truly want to DIY with me, I think that's what we need to do. Okay. I am going to tie this in a knot in the front, and I don't know. We'll try to make a tiny bow. There's not a ton of twine here, but I think we can manage a tiny bow. And yes, we can. Remember, when you do your piece, when you're done, to post a picture of it, okay? And put it here on the page under where I tell you, where I'll create a post and tell you to do that. And then maybe we're gonna see, because now I got to reposition it all. Let's get lots of glue on here. I should have used probably some of my other favorite glue, but I didn't. Yep, it's gonna work. Told you we'd make it work, you guys. We make everything work here. We're gonna put this one here though, because I like it here up by the Great Lakes. I like that. And the only reason I'm doing it this way is without that is because I pull the masking tape with the letters off of the paper. Okay, so now I have it. It's on the sticky paper. And we're gonna put that right there. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. You could put both bows across the top of the USA. Yeah.